Welcome to another beautiful, beautiful Monday with us. Today is the 7th of the month of February. As you say, I have my special guest that's about to come on. You see her image on the screen. Her name is Oracal. And boy, do I have a question for you. In which direction in life do you wish to take? Okay. Well, she's going to answer that. What I like to do is, as I said, since we're starting a new month, I've started another concept. And for those of you, hold on, let me do this a second so we see where we're at here. Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to another beautiful evening with Lloyd, live with Lloyd, where the joy of learning is the joy of, no, the joy of numerology is the joy of learning and enlightenment. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I always give the forecast for the day, but what I do is I decide to put it on the screen so people can visually see it as today. So, please like, share, and subscribe. I did that deliberately so I could get that out the way. Okay. So anyway, today is Monday. It is the 7th of February. The sun is in the sign of Aquarius. The moon is in the fixed sign of Taurus. Okay. It's an 8 universal month. Very simply, how I did it was I took 2022, added to the second position month in the year, which is February, and 6 plus 2 is 8. That's how I got it. Just very simple. It's a 9 universal week. And believe me, I'm going to give you my time and attention on telling you how I came up the week, but it's a 6 universal day. So today favors anyone under the sign of Taurus and Libra, Cancer and Pisces, and those that are born on the 6th, the 15th, the 16th, the 24th, and the 25th of the month. And as you see, my special guest is Oracle that I'm going to bring to the front in a minute. All righty. Okay, here we go. Hey, lady, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Lloyd. How are you?
Boy, things can get tight though. But anyway, it's interesting. We have been knowing each other a number of years, which people have no clue. And you have done a whole lot for me that people don't have a clue. But that's how it goes, okay? But the fact is that you bring things to the table of life. You raise my consciousness. Almost every person that has come through my life has raised my awareness. And we were talking today earlier about which direction do people head in? Do they head north? Do they head south? Do they head east or west? In fact, that's where the word news came from. North, east, west, and south. The news comes from all four directions. And so it's going to be curious as to the people who are chiming in today. Which direction do you decide to take? Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? Do you want to go east or do you want to go west? Okay, everybody's got their own direction. And there's a reason for me asking this question based upon my conversation with Oracle T. Oracle T also, she has a very interesting surprise during the show, but I'm going to let her do that. First of all, young lady, how we doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Lloyd. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good.
Now,
I'm
over and
glad to be
above
on your
what you're going
platform.
to
Thank
talk,
you.
over and above what you are going to talk about later,
Mhm.
what do you do? Because I noticed when I was looking at your Instagram, you would burn candles, you would do cards, and you would do readings. So, um,
Mhm.
what is that about?
Well, I've been, I guess you call it, some people say download. The spirit, spoke to me to create my own tools, my own divination cards, which we
Mm-hmm.
call oracle cards.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I created them is I went on to Pinterest because you can get free pictures there. And I just put in a theme and I looked at certain pictures and they just basically spoke to me. And that's how I created my oracle deck. This picture here happens to be a picture that I drew when I was teaching. I took an art class and I didn't know it at the time that this picture would be on my my little tool kit here, and it's basically I call these my vision cards because when I look at the pictures, I don't see exactly what the photographer saw. They take a beautiful picture, but when I look at the picture, I see more in depth. Spirit
So you're
speaks to
saying
me.
those are those are the actual cards. I'm going to get some water in a minute.
Okay.
Those are the cards you actually designed yourself?
I designed the cards, but with the photographers that offer their pictures to Pixel. I think I said
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest to Pixel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just put in a theme and went through hundreds of pictures. And once, I got a feeling for that particular picture, then I decided I was going to download it and place it, on cards. And this is the shape that I preferred, this particular shape, not a regular, playing card shape, but more of a square. Like I said, I call them my vision cards. This is the tool that I use along with numerology because my platform is actually called intuition cards, numbers, and intuition. So I use my cards, but before I can use my cards doing any sort of consultation, my sitter, my client, they give me 5 numbers. I tell them to give me 5 numbers, 5 single-digit numbers from 1 to 9. And then that's how I create my storyboard to be able to give them information. So what I do is once I, shuffle the cards and fan the cards and then cut them, then like say if a person gives me the number 7, let's say they say 7, I'll just give you like 3 numbers. They say 725. So what I do is I'll count out 6 cards, and that 7th card is the one I'll put down. And then I'll count out 1 card in that second one, because remember I said 725.
Sure,
And
sure.
then I count out again, I'll count out 4 cards, and that 5th card will be the card. So those are the 3 cards that I would read: the 7th one, the second one, and the 5th one.
Okay, so if let's say I gave you a number, because when you was talking, I said, well, listen, I might as well get a reading for myself, okay? No less than from
Okay.
Oracle T. I wrote down 5 numbers. I'll give them to, should I give them to you now or give them to you
Ooh. It's going to take a while with those
later?
5 numbers now.
Well, you just said 5, but if you want to splice them down too. But
Right.
here's the thing that's interesting. Today is the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm born on the 7th. 7 rules Monday. My favorite cup, my huge cup of tea, cup that I put my tea in to drink every morning,
Uh-huh.
accidentally dropped this morning into 7 pieces. My
What?
daughter, who gave it to me, was
Uh-huh.
born on the 7th. And the year she married and gave me that was a year that added up to a 7. So here's the point.
Wow.
And when I
Mhm.
gave the numbers, I'll give it to you 52891. And I said, let me see what those numbers are. It adds to 25, which is a 7.
Okay.
I
All
swear I
right.
can't make this up. This is,
No,
and
no,
it shows people how numbers will follow us. So, what can you
exactly.
glean from that? And then we're going to ask other people to chime in because a lot of people have tuned in already.
Okay. Since you are 7 and everything seems to be 7,
Yes.
you are a numerologist and you're pretty well known, but I feel that you're going to the next level. Maybe you might not even know, well, okay, well, what would be the next level?
Yeah.
Well, spiritually speaking, you may get clairaudient, or you may have a vision. You may
Okay.
be looking at something, all of a sudden a vision comes right, like if you're looking at a movie screen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is, it's definitely the next level of your higher consciousness, something that you don't have right now, but it's coming through, and that's what I feel.
I'm going to keep you in the loop. You know that, okay?
Yeah, you have to.
But I
Thank
think
you.
I think that's nice. Question:
Yes,
Do you ever read yourself? Does that make sense?
I usually do like one card. I'll say, okay, now what do you want to tell me? That's what I
Mm-hmm.
say. I don't have any specific. I'll shuffle, I'll fan, I'll cut, and then I'll say, okay, well, what is it you want to tell me? And after I cut and put it back on the other one on top, then I just look at that card and I say, okay, thank you. And it always answers whatever was happening, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
So,
one thing I do want to say that about this tool that I use, these pictures, they pick up the energy so keenly. You give me a number or numbers, it will pick up the energy, the information that you need to hear. The question now, if you ask me a question and it may not address that question, but it will address something that you was trying to deal with. And you said, oh, wow, I didn't think to ask that question, but it answered it for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You know.
mm-hmm. So during the course of this interview or this segment of this show,
Mhm.
in other words, we're going to ask people to encourage them to give us two pieces of information. If they had to choose which direction in life, which direction would it be? North, south, east, or west? Because there's a method to our madness that we based upon our conversation earlier today.
Right,
Okay?
right.
Then they only give, how many numbers should it give? Just one, two, or
Yeah, just one, just one. And I mean, if they, keep, chiming in and we have the time and you pick them again, then, they'll get another number,
all right, good
But
enough.
to do five numbers, it's going to take way too long. I do that, when I have, a sitting. But, for this particular platform, I think one number would be better so you can get, more people
But as
involved.
you see, I obviously got carried away, Oracle T.
I
Okay, I
know.
really did.
You
But
really want everybody to know your life like that?
well, listen.
I mean, like you and me could do this, but you don't
Well,
want me
I'm
to
very,
put you,
very private, but I'm saying who know these numbers better than me?
but
But
you
for
don't.
me, when you said five numbers, my brain says, "Okay, Lloyd, come up with five numbers," and
Hmm.
I said 52, 891. But what
Hmm.
is so amazing, today is the 7th, 7 Rules Monday. I'm in February, I'm in my birthday month, so it's a triple star day for me. And the
Hmm.
fact that these five numbers came out to 25, it's like, I mean,
I know.
I couldn't have picked that. So, no, you ain't got to get my life story on the show. We'll save that for another time. I'll call you later, whatever that means. But
But
we do want to know what direction in life, if you had a choice, which direction you would like to go, north, east, west, or south, or north, south, east, or west. Makes a
hmm.
difference.
Hmm.
But also give her one number. And so from that, you will glean the energies you're feeling from that interpretation.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I well, when they need to put in what direction what direction they're choosing, whether it's north, south, west, east,
Mm-hmm.
but then give a number. But what happens is I'm not going to give them the information for the direction until we get further into, all the other people. You know what I'm saying? Because the direction, let's say you pick west and somebody else picks west and somebody else picks west, they're
Yes,
going to have that same, you know, information. So
sure.
I don't want to
Sure.
do it right now.
So
I
we'll
mean,
collect how many people chose south, how many people chose north,
no,
and
we'll
then
do
that
it.
one will kind of speak for all, but we'll
Okay,
give on the individual numbers. Is that what you're saying?
they're going to give their own individual number. What I'm saying is they can key in what direction. I'm not going to deal with that now, but we
Right.
want to just see, and
Mhm.
then when I finish everything with everyone, then we'll go back to it and I'll tell them the information for the direction that they chose.
All right. And the reason why, folks, is because this beautiful lady just published a book. Okay. In the light we awaken, a spiritual, uh, po- excuse me,
Poetically.
poetically, excuse me, I started to say politics. There's enough politics in everything. So poetically speaking, and this is her new journal, and for this reason, it's out of this journal that we're going to take the time to answer those questions as to which direction you choose to go. All
Okay.
right.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes,
It's
you can.
uh, thank you. The book, it's a book of poetry, and toward the back there's a section there for you for affirmations on each page for
Mm-hmm.
you to journal, what's happening for that day or that week or that month.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Good.
it's poetry and it's a journal.
Okay, and also there is an acronym for the name that you choose, which is Oracle T. And we'll
Yes.
get into that too, which is in her new journal that just came out, her new book, okay? In the light we awaken poetically, not politically. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get this clear.
Politically.
Poetically
Yes.
speaking. All right. But
Yes.
you've
Yes.
always had poetic things. And you know what's interesting? People are seeing you in this capacity on this platform, but
Mhm.
they don't know you've been in business.
Yeah.
You've instructed and gave workshops for now. Workshops are like no big deal, but in the day you were doing it, it was a huge deal for you being a sister too.
Yeah.
When I met you, you always had and act with kids working at centers. So you kind of like wore a lot of hats. But even when I met you back in the day, as they like to say, you had
Mhm.
always had metaphysical leanings. And so now you're up to this level, and I just couldn't be too happier for you.
Thanks.
That's
Thank you
all.
so much. Thank
No,
you.
thank you too. Thank you. And it shows your persistence because you're at this level. All righty, folks. See, we're gonna open up now. Don't forget, we need to know it's a two-part piece you got to provide this young lady. One,
Mhm.
which direction you want to go, north, south, east, west. They do it by spell it all out, or just put NEWS and give her one number. So you ready, Oracle T?
Yes.
I'm ready. Okay, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I'm ready too.
I know you are. I know you are. That's why you're here. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to. Okay. Somebody says that happens to me as well. Boy, you got a bunch of things already. Good gracious. So let me
Don't
start that.
forget, don't Lloyd,
Yes. Yes.
don't forget to get their birthday too, because we're going to be we tagging.
Okay. Good. Now, this person didn't give a direction nor a
Okay.
number, but she gave her daughter's birthday. Can we do that?
I guess.
Okay, her
I
name
guess.
is Charlene Adams' daughter, who is born on the 20th of August. So
Okay.
we agree we'll play tag team. I'll get in her business a bit till you get them cards and find out so you can
Okay.
get in her business. Okay.
All right.
Well, first of all, this particular person is a fire sign with
Mhm.
a water number. Now it all depends because sometimes Leo can start as early as the 20th,
Mhm.
and then it can also start as early as the 20th in a particular year in the sign of Virgo. But I would consider
Mhm.
her a Leo 2 person, which means she's a blend of fire and air. She's a fire sign with an air
Mhm.
number, and her key numbers would be the 2, the 7, the 1, and the 4 as a Leo. So when
Mhm.
I'm looking at it, she's in
Mhm.
a 7 personal year. This is
Mhm.
normally a year where people this is a year where when you're in a 7 cycle, it means that you're in a cycle where you do a lot of soul searching. It's like you back up and you take a moment to find out, what have I been doing with my life? Why are these things happening? Normally in a 7 cycle, this is when people go back to church, they get more
Mhm.
into prayer or metaphysics, or they get readings or go to psychic fairs. But the point is, they want to know more that goes on beyond the five senses. Okay,
Mhm.
this is because 7 is magnetic. It says whatever you're after this year. In the case of Miss Adams' daughter, don't chase after what you want, but magnetize it
Excuse
instead.
me.
Since 7
Mhm.
is a magnetic energy, and when you do that, then you will find that she's likely to get whatever she wants. It also indicates she's a sensitive spirit, very particular about her eating habits, etc., etc., etc. But now I'm going to let you turn this over to see what the cards have came up for you.
Okay.
Oracle
Um,
T.
Lloyd, I didn't see the person's birthday.
Oh, excuse me.
Please.
Thank you. Duh. There we go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we don't have a number for her,
Mm-mm.
so let's
That's why I was saying this. The first one
let's
without
take.
a
Well, you
direction
know
or
what?
number.
Let me take the number 20. Let me take the 2.
Okay. Good enough.
I'll do it like that. But please, let everybody know to give a single digit number, any number from 1 to 9. Okay.
Okay. Good enough.
Thank you.
And the direction that if they had a choice, which direction would they choose to go in life? North, south, east, or west?
Okay.
So I'm going to start with those primarily who have done just as you've instructed them to do.
Okay, this I chose number 2 because she's born on 20th, and 2 plus 0 is 2. And this is what came up. These are pennies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this tells me that she's being divinely guided. She's going to be, she is divinely guided, and she's very sensitive. She's very in tune with things around her as well as things that we don't see. Okay, so she has to either her or her people that she's around, family members, have to nurture that, because she may say things like, people say, well, that sounds kind of crazy, like, but it's not. She can see things, she can pick up things, and don't negate. If she says it, for instance, if you're going, let's say you both are going out, and you're getting almost there, and she said, I don't think we should go. Listen. Or she gets to a place with you guys, your family or whoever, and she says, I don't feel comfortable here. Listen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's very, she's very sensitive, very in tune to, her surroundings, and her spirit guides are with her,
Mm-hmm.
spirit
Mm-hmm.
guides or her ancestors, her angels, they're with her, and they are talking to her. Okay.
Okay. All righty. Now, let me say this. There are quite a few of you who gave me a birthday, which is good. What we're trying to do is see, we are what are called metaphysical scientists, that we research and we whatever. So many of the people have given their birthdays, which is great because
Okay.
that's what I love to do all day long.
You got to give a
What
number.
we're doing is we're doing a metaphysical test, a kind of a research that was based on a conversation earlier today. So we do. I passed many people. Don't think I left you out. It's just we want to kind of go with her direction. She is my guest, and that's what we need to treat her as my guest. And as my guest, she is asking of you to please give her direction. Which and you know what? You may have never thought about it, but sometimes we'll say, I'll go west or east, whatever, because it's going to have some meaning later. But we do have one person that did just that, and her name is Londa Brooks. Okay.
Okay. All right.
She says north and the number 3.
Okay. Now, the thing about the direction, you can type it in, keep it in mind, we'll see it when your name comes up. But I'm not going to give that information till much later. But do give your single digit number, any
You
number
made that
from
clear.
1 to 9.
Right. So
Okay.
everybody hold on to your direction. Make sure you don't forget it and get lost, okay? And whatnot. And then just give her the one number. So in Londa Brooks, she's the first person that posted north. And her number is 3. So
3.
let's see if everybody can do that. That would be helpful. Good. There's another one that did the same thing too.
Okay. All right. Okay, Londa, you said 3. So I'm counting out 1, 2, and this is your card here. This is a footprint in the sand.
Put it a little closer so they can see it, perhaps, maybe.
Can you see it now better?
I do believe we can.
This way? Okay, this is a footprint in the sand. You want, Londa, you want to stand on solid ground at this point. You have to stand on solid ground. Don't let people sway you. You have your own mind, your own feelings. They don't feel what you feel. They don't sense what you're sensing. Do not allow people to dictate what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, good. I guess she would know better than anybody else at this point. So that was okay. So now we have see, now people are getting it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't first understand too. I had to say but I got it now. Hold on. Boy, y'all are coming in fast and furious. Hold on one second, please. This is great. I don't know how you came up with this concept, but people are definitely chiming in. Okay, so here we go. She said 7 is her favorite number. Me too, Inez. I'm very partial. We all get partial every now and then. Now, this is Tisha Hay. She says south is her direction, and her number is 6. So what say
Okay.
you?
Okay. Just keep in mind what direction you chose. We're going to, talk about that a little later.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm cutting down. You chose 6. I'm going to count out 5, and the 6th card is going to be yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is your card here.
And just put it more to the camera so that, wow, that's a beautiful
Can you
card.
see it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a beautiful card. I like that card.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's a wheel with 5 spokes. A wheel is about movement. Okay, 5 is about movement. 5 is about freedom. 5 is ruled by air. You are going to be feeling like you need to break away from something and do your thing. Tisha, this is your time to be you. Okay? Don't let anyone hold you back. Move forward. It's a good time for you.
Okay. That's good. Boy, thanks everybody for your cooperation. I mean, it's like stacked. Okay, let's see. Let me go back a bit because I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay. Alrighty. Now, hold on 1 second. Here we go. This person is a linked over user, and they wanted to know, they want to go in an easterly direction, and their number magically is 11, your birth number.
Exactly. Okay. All right, 11. Okay, again, the number that you choose has to be a single digit number, so I'm going to have to put that. It's from 1 to 9.
Okay, got you.
So I'm going to have to, that's 11. I'm going to have to use a 2 because I'm going to add that 1 plus 1. Okay? Cut. All right, so this is the first one, and this is your 2. Oh, I know you can't really see this that good because of the light.
Let me see. Let me put everything to focus on you and just try to just move a little closer. Okay.
Okay.
I see it. Wow. Okay, I see it now.
Okay.
It is 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay. These petals, the white petals. Okay. I feel that's the crown, your crown chakra, and the orange is your sacral. You are being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided, and all you have to do is listen and follow through. Your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors are protecting you. Okay?
Okay.
A circle is in a circle. Circle has no beginning, no ending. Okay, so everything is in its place. You just have to stay faithful to your belief, and don't let anyone sway you from what you're feeling, because you're being divinely guided. Also, I would suggest, if you're not doing it, for you to keep a pen and paper next to your night table. So anytime you have a dream, you can write that down, because sometimes after we wake up, we don't remember them. Wake up, write it down right away. Because there's messages coming for you, and I feel that there's a lot of good things are going to be happening. I don't know what's been going on before, but there's a change coming, and it's very, very positive.
I'm sure she is glad to hear that. The next person is Elizabeth Mordont. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She would like to choose to go north, and her number is 5.
Okay, good. I'm glad everyone is choosing a direction, because once they find out what the direction is about, then they have to go forth with that. You know, obviously they just said, oh, let me do north, let me do south, east, west.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do things haphazardly. We really don't.
Sometimes we think we do, but really,
Exactly.
there are
Exactly.
no accidents.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So she picked number 5. I'm going to
Yes, she
do
did.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5.
Uh-huh.
Can you see that?
Okay, let's see.
Okay. It's 11:30.
Really?
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
All
it's
right.
interesting.
So the time is now. New opportunities are waiting for you, and this is about business. I see a business, some kind of contract happening for you. Some monies, of course, is coming, coming your way, and you just have to be patient. But things are opening up. Things are definitely opening up in reference to business, contracts, maybe even a partnership within a business, you know. Also, I see a job offer. The time is now. Don't hesitate. Don't hem and haw about it. Take a breath, do your affirmation, your chant, your prayer, because this is a good time, a very good time that's going on.
Oracle T, I'd like to ask you a question about the next one that's coming up because the next one, Pink Magic, and
Mhm.
also Shay Shay picked the
Mhm.
same direction and the same number.
Wow.
So in other words, if you gave Pink Magic the card 7, and then we turned it over to Shay Shay, would that kind of be the same, or would you read them
No,
different? Does that make
it's,
sense?
it's, go- it's going to be different because the first person I do,
Yeah, Pink
they're going
Magic.
to they're going to have that 7. And then
Right.
once I explain that 7, that's going out of the deck, and then I'm going to shuffle again and cut again, and then count out the 7.
So you're telling me, young lady, that when you do this,
Mhm.
when you read that card, you then exit it from the deck?
Yeah, these are the ones that I just exited from the deck.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
So in other words, they're both saying East and 7, but this one is going to be totally different because you're picking different cards.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So let's deal
Yeah,
with Pink
yeah, it
Magic.
has to be that way. Yeah,
Okay. Good.
because these are
Good.
two different people. Think about it.
Excuse me. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. You know me with numbers. It's a 7 and 7, but you're right. They are
Okay.
two different people with
Okay. So
they
pink
know two
magic.
different names. Okay, ahead.
Okay. So pink magic. Got 7. I'm gonna count out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is that person's card. Oh,
Can you hold it
this.
closer?
Sorry. Can you see?
Yes. Yes, I see it.
This is some kind of, and it's funny because these are pink crystals, and the person's name is Pink.
And I was going to say they look like crystals.
That
Rose
is
quartz at that.
that is love personified. Okay, there's a lot of love coming your way. You have to make a choice. There's going to be some suitors. Now you may already be spoken for, but don't think people are not going to try and talk to you. Okay, because
Well, you know,
this
I
is
agree.
about love, and there's a lot of love coming in your direction. And guess what? Next month, well, no, it's this month, February, right?
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's right around the
there's
corner.
a lot of love,
A week
a
from
lot of
today, in
love.
fact.
And it
That's
so happens that her name is Pink. She chose that
yes,
name, Pink.
yeah, you
Well,
yeah.
this is your time, Pink. This is definitely your time.
And we can all bear witness because that's the card you chose.
How about that?
Yeah. So in case
How
you say,
about
well, I
that?
made that up to fit the moment. No. So now
Hmm.
I understand. So we got to see what the next person is right behind Pink. Okay.
Right.
Let's see. Where is she? Let me get this a second here. And for everybody, thank you so much. This is we do our research, but this is how we come up with our way of reading everybody. Almost every person I have has developed their own skill set. So this is Shay Shay. So
Shay Shay.
Shay
Okay.
Shay is now said, I want to go east, or at least I want to point in that direction. and her numbers are 7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ah,
All right, let's see what we got here.
okay. We have seeds, different kinds of seeds. It tells me that you've been planting your seeds, seeds of intention. And you have a multitude of different things that's coming your way in reference to gaining access to everything that you've been requesting. Whatever intentions you set, your abundance is here. I feel that within the next, between now and next 6 months, there's some money coming in your direction. So this is about abundance. So Shay Shay, can we be friends?
That would be about right. That's so amazing. Now listen. Now, how many cards you got in that deck? I mean, if you put them all aside, do you run out of cards? And if so, do you reshuffle it, or how does that
Well,
work?
I still have this many,
Okay,
and
yeah,
this is and this is what I've used so far. I
okay,
have this many left.
okay, good.
If by chance we have this many people, because I think this is about, I think I have like 65 cards
Well,
here.
we got a boatload of people. That I can
Well,
tell you.
that's okay, because I could just, put them back in, shuffle, and we'll see what
Reshuffle
happens.
it. Okay, good. All right, so let's see. This person here, Natalie Crawford, she says south is her direction with the number 5.
Okay. All right. Let's pick up 5. I'll count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is her card. Ah, can you see that good?
Oh yeah, they're cups with blue.
Yeah,
Glass.
these are different glasses with blue liquid in them.
Mm-hmm.
This is about a celebration, but it's a celebration because it's something that you are doing. This is about celebrating. People are celebrating you, actually. I don't know if you're a public speaker, but this is dealing with your voice. So it's a message that you are sending out or giving, to people. Okay, everybody's celebrating you, but you have a voice to either speak or sing, but you have a message to be told. I don't know if this is part of your job or maybe your talent, but you need to get a message out. And I want to also say to you, get that pen and paper, put it on your nightstand, because the information is coming through and you're being protected at the same time. You're being divinely protected.
I'm sure she would find that a pleasure. You know what I also find interesting too is that the ring that you are wearing on your left finger is blue, same matching the color of the color.
Actually, it's an amethyst. Actually, it's an amethyst.
Well, whatever that is, that's the ring that the color of your ring matches that color in the card.
Really? Okay.
Your wrist bracelet also matches that color in the card, if I'm not mistaken.
But that is looking like that, Lloyd, but it's actually purple.
Get out of here.
It's actually purple, both of them.
Okay, good. Get me straight.
Now this one.
That's the one that was on your left wrist. That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. You did say left.
Yes,
but I'm thinking you're looking,
No. I know I gotta go backwards. Sometimes we do this, but it's on your left.
That's true.
Yeah. And so is the necklaces around your neck.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you women like to color coordinate, so
and then these earrings too.
Yeah, okay. I didn't catch that. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I don't know how you came up with these concepts, but I think it's very, very interesting. Okay, we have a Miss Claudia Jackson, and she decided to go west. Okay, and her number is 8.
Those that are putting in a direction is going to be very, very surprised at what's going to come through, the information that's going to come through, and they're going to be charged to do what the information that they get.
Okay.
They're going to be charged to do it because that spirit has directed them to say that particular direction.
How did you come up with this concept? I think it's so interesting. Oracal T.
I don't know. I just sat down with a pen and paper, and it just came through.
Yeah, that's how it works with people in our field. We
Mm-hmm.
can't explain it. I've come up with some concepts that's I don't know where it came from, but you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it works that way. Excuse me. Let's
This is
let you
8.
focus.
Okay, Claudia. This door with keys. The first thing I want to tell you is when you put your key in the door, I want you to say thank you. When you put your key in your door, say thank you. This is about gratitude. This is about gratitude. Now, I don't know if you moved or you're thinking about moving, but if not, this is about gratitude. We have to give thanks for everything. Not just things that we ask for, but the necessities in life. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All righty. Let's see who else we can get here. Okay, this is readings by Callie. She says, I want to go south, and her number of choice is a 5. And you know what's interesting? She gives her birthday there, which is the 16th of September,
Mhm.
and 5 rules the Virgo, the sign of Virgo, her sign.
Right. So she wants you to give a reading, and then I'll give her one.
Okay, well, here's one. She is an earth sign with a water number. Hold on, let me do me a second while you're doing
Right.
that.
Okay.
Readings by Callie. That means that this young lady is an earth sign because each zodiac sign is ruled by an element in nature, and that's earth, which is meaning very practical, with a water number. So if you
Mhm.
notice, the only
Mhm.
thing, the two formulas you need to grow anything on God's green earth is you need to put those seeds of your intentions or fruits or vegetables or whatever it is you tend to plant to grow. You must put it in rich soil. Well, that's Cali. However, the seeds can stay there for 100 years until you magically come along and water them. So she is therefore an earth sign with a water number. And for me, I call that a nurturing combination. She will be nurturing. In fact, I saw her on Instagram and her young son was trying to get up and she thought her young son was asleep. And her young son boy was like wanting to help her light the candles and everything like that. All this was on her Instagram. That was kind of funny. But anyway, this is so what say you about Cali going south in the
Okay.
number 5 direction?
Okay. Let's do this. Kelly. Okay, let me cut the cards, and she chose 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ah, Callie.
What
I
is
think
that?
Callie. I think Callie likes to read. She likes to do a lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
I think Callie is a researcher. She likes to dig deep. She likes to dig deep, and this is a time for her to, that's a part of who she is. She dig deep. She does her research, and I see some writing going on here. I don't know if she is a writer or writing or thinking about writing, but if so, she needs to put her memoir out. Her autobiography, because she has a lot. She's gone through a lot. And people would be very interested to see how she's grown through the different challenges that she faced.
Hmm. I like those cards. I like I like the cards you got. They're very realistic. They show a lot. Here we go. All righty. Thank you. We're going to take this person here. Where is she? Okay, we're going to take V Right. Okay, now V Right says she's heading east. Her
And she has a
number
9.
to choose is a 9. Now, to me, I'm going to switch over to me a second while she's doing
Mhm.
that. So that's East with 9. That's her choice. Okay.
Mhm.
So what's interesting, she says 9, and a lot of times, from my perspective, sometimes we choose a number subconsciously. So in my book, Numbers in You,
Mhm.
a numerology guide to everyday living, I have a book called The Subconscious Reading, the Thought. And the fact that she picked 9, and coincidentally, she's born on the 18th, which is a 9, I think is interesting. So she is an air sign with a fire number. Just like the earth and water combination, which is natural, well,
Mhm.
air and fire are natural elements together too. That's why they will tell you that if there's a fire in your home, or in any building, in an enclosure, the one thing you do not do is open windows and doors and let air come through, because it only makes fire just blossom even more, spread even more, burn even more. So it tells me that this is not only a proactive person, but a one who used the power of their deduction, their mind and stuff for problem solving. Hey, I guess you're about ready.
Okay, let me just cut. Okay, V. G pick 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, these
That's
are
fruits.
yeah, fruits. Yeah, fruits and vegetables.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I don't know if you've been thinking about, changing your diet. And if you have, it's be for the better. Because, I feel that, something about the stomach is happening here. Also, I feel that you may have some kind of items that you want to sell. This would be a good time, to do that. But this is definitely about the diet, and whatever you made or thinking about making is going to go very well.
Okay.
It's going to go very well.
I have another 9 person, except they're going in a different direction. They're going south, and their number is 9. And
The
they happen
numbers
to be a Cancer 1 person. So while you getting the cards ready, let me get in Inez's business. Just for half a second. She would be a water sign with a fire number. So now that means she would be very intuitive, which is the nature of water, sensible feelings, emotions, and hunches, sensitivities. But yet she brings to the table with that those feelings a lot of passion, a lot of action, and get up and go, and with a proactive spirit to get the job done. So you might say, well, water and fire, don't they cancel each other out to a degree? Yes. But when you take your hot showers in the morning and your hot showers in the evening or in between, if that's not a mix of water and fire, I don't know what it is. So it's not fire, it's heat. Same thing. Okay.
right, right,
When
right.
fire comes on, you get heat and you get out the way of it.
Mhm.
But it indicates, though, that that's one of the fact that she's born on the 19th, which is considered one of the favorable numbers. In fact, the compound or double number 19 in the tarot deck is called the Prince of Heaven. So since Inez is a woman, we're going to say it's the Princess of Heaven, denoting honor, success, and esteem, which means she should be doing something very, very important. And in fact, since she's in a 5 personal year, that means without question, she's definitely ready to go in a whole nother direction. And maybe subconsciously, south is the direction she wants to go. All right.
Okay.
Oracle?
Yes. Okay, Inez. Inez chose 9. All right. Let's see what this has I have to say. Let me just cut these right quick. All right. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Okay. Right now, I see
Oh,
balance. Can you
hmm
see it? This is
yeah,
all
did
about. This
very
is all
well.
about balance. This is about balance. This is not about doing things alone, although you may feel like, like, hey, I got to do this and do that and get out of here and get out of Dodge. But this is about balance. So, don't put too much in one thing and neglect something else, you know. And there's some legal stuff, happening. Maybe, I don't know, maybe last year things just wasn't going quite as well as you would have liked them to. And there might have been some kind of hiccup
Mm-hmm.
going
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things are clearing up, but just balance yourself. Just balance things out. All
Okay,
righty.
good. We're going to take one more for a moment, and then we're going to talk about your book. And this person is out of Texas, and she points north, and her number's one. Now, I think this is the first number one. People have been five, nine, sevens, threes. But so, in other words, the card right off the top, is that what you're saying?
Yes, after I cut them, yes.
Okay, well, let me read her a second.
And she's a
This
one.
person is a water sign with a 5 number and an 8 personal year. How I got it, according to the movie, to the show, you just take the month and day she's born, which is in this case October 28th, and add it to the present year, which is in this case 2022. Well, these three factors, her month, her day of birth, and added to the present year, adds up to an 8. Now, 8 is in numerology considered one of the power cycles. We deal with the movers and shakers to get things done. Basically, it's money and authority and power and achievement and recognition, those things. But it's about taking things to the next level, no question. And I often say when a person's in an 8 cycle, like Kimberly is, the goal should be to aim for the sun, even if she only hit the moon, but to think big. And 8 is also philosophical since it's ruled by Capricorns, which means Capricorns and Aquarius, and the minor way Libras, and those born on the 8th to 17th or the 26th of any month may play a major part in her growth and development during the course of 2022. All right, Oracle.
Okay, I already shuffled and I'm cutting them now. And now she's going to get this top card. Ah, this this is
Yeah.
about this is about partnership. This is definitely about partnership. And it's also telling me that there's a there's a strong feeling towards someone, like you're bonded with that person because you're very sensitive. The only thing I can say with this is just make sure that person is feeling the same intensity as you are, because I feel that, you pick up energy. So you know what you know. That's all I can say. You know what you know, but sometimes we want to push that to the side. Just make sure whatever that partnership is, it has the same intensity, because what you send out comes back. But sometimes we can send out a lot of our feelings and it doesn't, it's not reciprocated. So
Mm-hmm.
just be aware of that. So you'll know, so you don't get hurt. Okay.
Okay, very, very interesting. Before we go to anybody else, dear, we're going to switch up and we're going to let people know because I'm looking at 54 minutes already. Don't seem like I've been talking to you that long.
I know, right?
So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment to put your banner up so people can know how to get in touch with you. You want to share it with people?
Yeah, they can get in touch with me if they want. If they want to get a consultation, they can call. They can not actually call me, but text me on this phone number here to contact me,
Mm-hmm.
and I will text them back and let them know, ask them what they're looking for, and we can set up a consultation.
Okay. And my guess is Oracle T. She's an intuitive counselor. She's a whole lot more than you see on here. Author, educator, a lover of children, just a fine human being, a Gemini, all that other stuff. And her contact number is 917-470-5736. She's on Instagram under Oracle T and her Cash App. Now, when I get to the Cash App, how I feel. I don't think I think maybe the only person I had on here, and it's not that she didn't need it, was Deanna Van Zant. Okay, she wrote 19 books. She's been on Oprah. She's had her own show on So, but I'm talking about over and above that. Many of these people, in fact, almost without exceptions, being Deanna Van Zant, the only one. Every single one of these individuals on this screen has decided to do this and step out on faith. No pensions, no insurance, no
Mhm.
401ks, no IRAs, none of that. None of they have no parachutes. All they have is what they believe in to serve humanity. So what I'm saying is please show some love and get it to dollar sign capital 2UTUMANI capital L number 11. And her cash app again is dollar sign capital TUMANI capital L number 11. And let me add, and let me say this to you. They don't give me their cash app. I ask for their cash app. I want to make
Mhm.
sure that they all well listen, we gotta help each other out. Okay. The freebies are over. Okay. The days of freebies are over with many of my guests because a lot of them, as quiet as it's kept and as nice as they look on the screen when you see them, are struggling in their own way, but they believe in the direction they're going. They believe in helping humanity. And please saying, seriously, show some love to her. And every guest that comes on there, that's going to be my same thing. But in the meantime, this is her. Now, young lady, we are going to talk about this book here, okay? And
Okay.
your pride and joy. We're going to put this on the screen. There we go. Tell us about this book, young lady.
Okay. In the light we awaken, poetically speaking. So it's a book of poems, and toward the back, it has affirmations for you to be able to. It's affirmations, and then you be able. It's a list of whatever you want to write in for that particular day or week or month. Um, a lot of the poems that are in there were given to me just sitting down with pen and paper, and then they basically came through. This book is basically a spiritually orientated, book. And I'd like to read one of the poems if I may.
Well, you beat me to it because I was going to pull out one right here on page 2791. That's very interesting.
No, 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 that no. I would like to read, matter of fact, the first poem that's in the book, and it's called Spirit Star.
Okay, let's
It's
hear it.
called, the title is Spirit Star. You are the cherished dream the universe had to share. The seed planted amongst the stars, a twinkle of light in space and time to grow. You are a creative being empowered with gifts, a vision of a brighter day, the spirit star that came forth. Who are you? The rhythmic sparkle of love is the essence of who you are. For that, give thanks. For that, give thanks.
Okay, now there is a reason from this book that she will share with you in a moment. Hold on, let me get myself in here for a half a second. There's a reason from this book. In the light we awaken, poetically speaking, when we ask their direction, because she has a poem called Four Corners. And can you read it, please?
Yes. Okay,
So
four
please remember
corners.
the directions you gave her: north, south, east, west. Okay.
Just had to bring that light a little brighter.
Okay, sure.
Okay, it's four corners. Everyone gave whatever direction they wanted. And the question is, what direction did you choose? North, a time to uplift yourself and the people in your circle. Kind and inspiring words will set the tone. And your affirmation is, I am guided by the energy of love for myself and others. If you chose south, reflecting, go within. Taking time out to recharge. Quiet time is a time to regenerate, meditate, be still. The universe has a message for you if you're willing to listen to the soft, still whispers that will inspire and shine a brighter light on your path. Your affirmation, in the silence of stillness, I am guided. If you chose west, breathe. Let go of all the baggage you have been carrying around way too long. A cleansing, allowing your true energy to flow and you to grow. Your affirmation, I have the power to make positive changes. I will start today. And if you chose East, new beginnings, an awakening, a time to give thanks. Your affirmation: I inhale positivity and move throughout the day in that vibration.
Of the poems in the book, that was the one that got to me. What direction are you heading? And hopefully, symbolically, whatever the ones they choose, if people can remember, it reflects on maybe subconsciously what is going on in your life, what needs to happen. And also one more, you Oracal, but there's an acronym for each of those letters of ORACALT. Can you
Yeah.
share that?
Yes, that was given to me because I was trying to think of how I was going to say that these cards, my Oracle cards,
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote Oracle, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like the right spelling for Oracle, but I kept coming back to it, and I'm like, okay, so there's a reason for the way this is spelled. So I need to find a reason. So I'm looking up in this hill and say, I need to find a reason. So then I just sat there, and then the acronyms came: offering realistic advice, channeling ancestral legacy.
So, in other words, O is for offering,
Hmm.
R is for realistic,
Hmm.
A is for advice, C is for channeling, A is for ancestral, L is for legacy, and I've always known you under T, which is Tumani.
Tumani. And Tumani is Tumani. That's an acronym that I was given back in 89,
Really?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in my
Mm-hmm.
ear. And that stands for the universal messenger affirming Nubian independence.
Repeat that again.
Tumani, the universal messenger affirming Nubian independence.
Scared of you, girl.
Me too. Yeah.
That's nice, Tumani.
Thank you. Thank
That is
you.
nice. That's nice. I'm a little past one, and then I have another meeting to do after this. So we're going to take about two or three more
Mhm.
and close this out. It's amazing how time flies. But thank
Yeah.
you. Let me see what somebody else has said in the comment section. So we're going to start here. Uh, Sweet Stamp says beautiful meeting. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And Natalie says, what an amazing show. Thanks so much. And we thank you very, very
you.
much too,
Yes, thank
Natalie,
you.
no
Thank you. Thank
question.
you.
And Queen Bee says, beautiful, inspiring. And Tasha Paul, whatever she said, I guess pointing in her direction, says, so accurate. And she thanked you.
Oh,
Because a lot of times when we pick these directions and pick these numbers, a lot of it goes back to the subconscious mind.
yeah.
There's a famous book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind.
Mhm.
And then in my book, I have numerology and thought reading and the power of the subconscious mind.
Mhm.
Can we take about at least two more, if you don't
Sure.
mind? Okay, let's get this.
Take more than two if you want.
Okay, we'll
I still
take.
got a lot of cards, so we could go all night,
Oh,
at least until they're finished.
I have another meeting I got to go to right after
I
this.
know.
But anyway, hold on. Now, this one is Desi Lewis. She's pointing north with the number 9.
Okay. So she knows what she has to do since she pointed north.
Yes, and while you were spelling the card, let me read it to her. Let me see, where is this at?
8, 9.
She's heading north. It says a time to uplift yourself and the people in your circle. Kind and inspiring words will set the tone. And the affirmation is, I am guided by the energy of love for myself and others. Okay,
Hmm.
all right. We
This
know
is
what
her.
she said. Go ahead.
This is her card, and there's a
Hmm.
chain. I don't know if you can see it good, and it's
Yes, I
water.
can see it very well.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, she's very intuitive, and she has to allow that. And maybe she may not be around a lot of people that understand, what she's feeling, what she's sensing,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
don't let anybody lock you up in chains. Express how you feel, what you're feeling. Go with your intuition because that is your guide. That is considered like your GPS. You know, when you feel something, because let me tell you, my GPS, my intuitiveness has saved my life many a times. And I mean it literally, literally. Okay. So don't let anybody say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, or, they don't want to hear it. You stay sensitive and go forth being aware of who you're with and your surroundings, you know.
You just published this book. How can people get it and where?
Oh, okay, this my book is being sold on Amazon, and because I guess it's a new book, you can't just put in the title and you'll see it. When you get on Amazon and you see that search engine, right underneath there, they have words there. And one of the words there is books. You have to click on books, the word books, and then key in the title. And then you'll see my book.
Okay. Somebody gave out 5 numbers, but we said that is too long. So what I'm going to do is synthesize it while you're doing the cards. Let me see. That's 10, 24, 6. So this person, Sam, is going. His direction is west, and his essence number, his root number, 24 is a 6. So let me help Sam out here with the way the west goes. West says to breathe. Let go of all the baggage you've been carrying around way too long. A cleansing, allowing true energy to flow and for you to grow. And the affirmation is, I have the power to make positive changes. I will start today. All righty.
Okay. So what number am I doing now?
His number is 6. That's the essence of it.
Oh, okay. The essence is 6.
He got carried away like I did at the top of the show.
Yeah, that's a serious reading. When you have those five numbers, because that's when I do my consultations. It's 5 numbers. It's a whole storyboard.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Now, listen, if you pull this on one number, imagine when you're dealing with all 5 numbers.
This
so
is 6.
I can imagine that.
Okay. Turn the TV off.
That's what that says?
That's what I say. Sometimes we bog ourselves down with, all of these different programs, and we miss our blessing. The Spirit has a lot to say to you, to give you further directions. But if we're constantly looking at everybody else's stuff, you know what I mean? Then, you miss your blessing. Okay, so be mindful. I'm not saying don't watch TV at all, but limit yourself, because all it does is confuse you. All it does for people, not just you, I'm just saying individually, because we just look, and then we lose something. We lose our thinking process.
Yes, we do. And that is going on as we speak right now. Seriously, for real.
Yeah.
This person, we're going to take about 3 more. And this person is Queen B. That's interesting. She's going in 2 directions, southwest and a 7. Do you have 2 people that go in 2 directions?
Well, I guess you're going to have to read both those directions.
I am, definitely. South. Okay, hold on. Let me drag myself into this a second. Okay, here we go. Nope. Ho. No. There we go. South. So her first one is south. Reflecting, go within. Taking time out to recharge. Quiet time is the time to regenerate, meditate, and be still. The universe has a message for you if you are willing to listen to the soft, still whispers that will inspire and shine a brighter light on your path. I like that one. I need to go south in that one. And the quote is, the affirmation is, in the silence of stillness, I am guided. Then next she says west. She wasn't taking no chances, okay? Breathe, she says, or it says, let go of all the baggage you have been carrying around way too long. A cleansing, allowing your true energy to flow and you to grow. The affirmation is, I have the power to make positive changes. I will start today. I think that's cool. And I think that's innovative. The sister said, excuse me, I need to go in a couple of directions. Maybe that's that may be something for the future too. That we give a double direction. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As
And they
against,
both and they both complement each other.
yes, they did. Yes,
You know,
it
the ones
seemed
she
to
picked, they
fit.
both complement each other. So she chose 7. So
Yes, she did.
I'm cutting everything. Okay.
Okay, let's see
1,
what you got.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. These are boxes.
Oh, what does that mean? You think?
Well, it can mean two things. It could mean she's moving, or
Mm-hmm.
she's moving out or moving in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Queen B, I don't know if you've been considering, moving out or moving in or moving someone in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that's basically what the energy is saying. I don't know who somebody may be moving in or moving out, but make sure that this is really what you want. That South, listen to what Lloyd said about South. Be very clear on what you want. It's about clarity. Get clear on what you want.
And don't move nobody in there. You can't get out later.
Hello.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we call
Yeah.
ourselves being helpful to people, and some people just can't appreciate
Yeah.
it to save their life. So we're gonna take one more. We're gonna take. Um, I think we did Lynn Lynn already. She was. I think so. We did her earlier. So let me take somebody we did not do. And Queen B said, "Thank you, Oracal." Okay, that's what
Oh,
she had to say about that one.
you're welcome.
Okay. Robert says that, good night, Lloyd. I have to get that book and awesome. Thank you so much. And I enjoy each and every one. Okay, thanks so much for that. Here you go. He's we're gonna take two more and then that'll be it. This one is Arid
7.
Mayat, who wants to head east and is April the 13th, which she, I would have taken he or she. Sorry, I don't know the gender of the first name properly. I'll just say they are an Aries 4 person. They pointing east, and the number for them is a 7. So I got to read the four corners east. New
Uh-huh.
beginnings or an
Yeah.
awakening. It says new beginnings, an awakening, a time to give thanks, and the affirmation is I inhale positivity and move throughout the day in that vibration. And what's so
Mhm.
amazing is this person is in a 5 personal year, which means they are ready to make a change. They're ready to make breaks, and maybe just give thanks for the breaks that you are making. What does your card have to say, Oracle?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7. Oh,
What is that?
look like a partnership.
Oh yeah,
It looks
I
like
forget what you
it's
call those
like a
words.
partnership happening. Someone that you know or dealing with, like minds, or someone you're going to be meeting that is on that same conscious level as yourself. That you'll be able to get along very well because you both are a reflection of one another.
All right, we young lady, because I have something I have to do after this. We're gonna take one more. This person says, okay, let me see something here. Okay. We're going to take this the last one. Brandon Jamal Smith heading north, and the number is 6. And the thing I like is the way you spread the cards, all sixes are not the same.
No.
So since he is heading north, and believe it or not, that was the direction I chose as well. So
Okay.
let me read that one time. Okay, right here, north. A time to uplift yourself and the people in your circle. Kind and inspiring words will set the tone. The affirmation is I'm guided by the energy of love for myself and others. That sounds
Mhm.
about right to me. Okay,
Okay.
good.
Oops.
While you're doing that, whoops, I want to tell you, okay, here, how do we do this? Okay, there we go. You, Oracal, is a lot of fun. This has been very, very informative.
Oh,
Believe me,
thank
this
you.
has been an interesting concept. I don't know how you came up with it, other than spirit, of course. But
Yeah.
you have to
Okay.
say this.
Okay. Okay. Brandon number 6.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Brandon, you
Huh?
breaking loose there. You taking the lead. You are taking the lead. You're not, you're not sitting on your laurels anymore. It's time to make a move. Okay, it's time to make a move, and you have somebody else, falling behind, and they're allowing you to. Well, I shouldn't use that word, allowing you, but they are following in your footsteps. So this is a time to, take that lead, and do your thing. It's not a time to be tied down, with other people's foolishness.
Okay, I'm going to be selfish. Can you? You already know I'm heading north, and you know
Okay.
my number is 7. So what does the card say for me? And I'll tell you. I'll tell you right off whether it's like yay or nay. Just curious.
Okay.
And by the way, I want to thank everybody that has tuned in, and also I'm going to be putting on the screen her banner so you can see it. Please support her. Please get her book. Um, in the light we awaken, a poetically speaking, and get that. All right, so let's
Okay.
see what you come up
Okay.
with.
Okay. This one is for Lloyd. 7.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is you, Lloyd. Ah,
What does that mean?
okay.
Oh, I like that.
This is about transformation. This is about speaking. This is, you see the blue, all of this
Hmm.
blue, like turquoise. This is about your voice to speak, to get your message out there. Okay. And not only that, Lloyd, remember, I think earlier we was talking about, your cup, 7 pieces and 7 day and all of this that
Yeah,
broke.
yeah.
Yeah, this is transformation. And I told you earlier that although you're a numerologist and astrologer and metaphysics, you're going to a higher level of consciousness now. So don't be surprised if you start seeing visions or having clear audience, hearing, spirit
Hmm.
speak to you and giving you
Hmm.
directions. So
Hmm.
this coincides with what I told you earlier.
Okay. Thank you. I like the picture. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, everybody, I thank you. Oracal, thank you very, very much for
Thank
giving us
you.
that valuable time. But just hold on one second because I need to kind of let people know who is coming up on this Wednesday. And I'm having, uh, her name is Shanika. There she is right there. And she is a spiritual consultant. I've had she gave me a reading, just very interesting. She is out of the Queen City, which is Charlotte, North Carolina. For those that do not know where the Queen City is, she has wonderful children, but this woman is gifted, as all of my guests are gifted. Okay. I also want to let you know that today is the last day my class is on sale. The last time I showed it, if you notice, it was $16.99. They even lowered it $2 more, and it was $13.99 for the second course. So I'm saying for less than $30, $28, call it what you want to, you can get both my courses, Learn from Lloyd How to Read a Person Like a Book, and Learn from Lloyd the Next Step in Numerology. But please go to my website. There's 2 reasons. One, the monthly newsletter for February is out by Kaya French and I that we've been doing, I guess, for over a year. So please sign up for the free monthly newsletter. And all you got to do, and by the way, when you leave your email, we don't sell it. We treasure it, we respect it, and that's exactly how it's going to be. All righty. So go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, LLOYD-Strayhorn.com, and sign in, and then go further down and sign up for the courses right there. That's where you get the discount. Go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And before we close, we must get this beautiful sister's book, okay? And the light we awaken, poetically speaking. And next time we have her back, we got to ask what inspired this. She may have had it, but but anyway. That's it. So
Oh,
um, I want to thank you. Hold on. There we go.
mhm.
Oh, let me get this book out the way. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Oracle, thank you so, so much, young lady.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really, really
And
appreciate
don't
you.
forget when you go on Amazon with the search engine, look right underneath that search engine and click on books and then put the title in the
Okay.
light. We
Can they
awaken.
put the title in the light? We awaken, poetically speaking, and or Oracle T.
Yes,
Okay.
but they have to click on books first.
Okay. Good.
Okay. I appreciate you, Lloyd, and I appreciate your guests, the other guests that's,
No, I
chiming in.
appreciate every single one of you because let me tell you this: without my guests, I wouldn't have no show. I'd be running my mouth, and they say, "Well, this didn't
Mhm.
you say that last time, brother?" So, anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I've
Thank you,
I've
Lloyd.
been very fortunate, very blessed to know all of you, and you all have been very nice to me. Oh, let me please like, share, and subscribe. That's what they wrote down. But again, you know my attitude. Like if you really like it. You know how somebody says you feeling miserable, and they say how you feel, and you say fine, and they know good and well you're not feeling fine. So
Right,
don't
right.
say like if you don't really like it. If you like it genuinely, I'd rather it be authentic than to fake it. I don't do fakes well. I got to be honest up front with that. Then not only that, what's it like? Share with people of like-minded spirits, things like that, and subscribe. They say there's a bell somewhere. I never see the bell, but anyway, wherever the bell is, go ring it, and that lets you know when the show is coming on. Again, I'm going to have my interesting guest on this coming Wednesday, Shanika, who is a spiritual consultant. Then I'm going to have other exciting guests on too. I think you're going to find it very, very nice. In the meantime, though, I want to thank you very, very much. All of you have a nice and safe weekend, and you take good care of yourself, okay?